Hello and welcome to Recovery Talk, the podcast. My name is Amalia and I'm an eating disorder recovery coach. I'm passionate about everything recovery related, which is what this podcast is mainly about. Might go a little bit off topic at times, but hey. So I want to start off with just a little disclaimer, and that is that this podcast is intended as psychoeducation and for entertainment purposes. It does not replace medical treatment for an eating disorder. I also want to remind you that I'm a human being. I try my best, but I make mistakes too, and I'm always learning. So if you have me on a pedestal, please take me off it right now. I do not want to be there. I also encourage critical thinking, self-responsibility, and also controversially, I do believe that it's okay if we don't always agree. That's fine. But let's stay respectful. I do not handle disrespect. And I also want to briefly mention that English is my second language. I will not apologize for my English because that's not something I believe in. But I will say that sometimes I might use the wrong word or mispronounce something. So if you are confused, just keep this in mind because it does happen sometimes that there are certain words that I just don't know how to pronounce them because I've never spoken them or only read them. I spent the first 20 years of my life in a different country. So yeah. The way it works is that the episode starts with me covering a topic. And then at the end, I take a listener question. And I also maybe hope to have some guests on in the future. If you want your question answered on this podcast, send it in an email and title the email listener question or podcast question or something else that makes me understand what it is. And send it to contact@letsrecover.co.uk. Please try and keep it short and simple and avoid numbers or triggering details. You will be kept anonymous, and do note that I cannot answer all questions on the podcast and that this email is for listener questions and also coaching inquiries only. I unfortunately do not have any capacity to answer other emails or do like one-on-one coaching on email or DMs to non-client, and I also don't really find that responsible. If you're working with me as a client, that's of course different. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can also drop me an email at contact@letsrecover.co.uk or fill in the form at letsrecover.co.uk/coaching. So let's get into it. And if you do like this podcast, please leave a rating. That really helps me as a creator.